Hold
Say
on.
it. Sorry.
All right, we are live. Hello, everybody. I am Mikhail the Stray Cat, and I am joined by my good buddy Toasted and a very special guest star, War Beast.
Thank
And
you.
we
Thank you for
are
having me.
going
I'm a
to,
huge fan. Huge fan.
very much appreciated.
Sorry.
But we are going to have a little, I'm not sure if I should call this a venting type chat before the glorious Styx Hexenhammers live stream, which is due to hit the waves somewhere in the ballpark of 7 o'clock here in Central Standard Time, but we shall see. But we're going to have an open discussion here about a few things that I wanted to bring up before this midterm election cycle comes to a final end. One in particular is, well, I'm sure by now anyone and everyone is well aware of the the glorious, the illustrious um Professor Emily Oster's wonderful little article via the Atlantic. I believe it came out a week ago. And I have taken the liberty of pulling the archived version of this up. And once again, I would like to tip my proverbial hat to Styx Hexenhammer. It is linked in his Rumble video. It is a Rumble exclusive, so you kind of have to go to Alt Tech to see it, but it is in the description box. Nevertheless, before I pull that up, what's on y'all's minds? What do y'all think is going to happen tonight? Talk
Well,
to me,
actually,
guys.
I actually want to speak to what's his name to you about this. First of all, I was asking you, did you vote today? Because I thought maybe not because you're an ANCAP, but then I thought you are a MAGA person. I mean, you used to be at least, and you are streaming today. So I thought maybe you did vote, and you end up saying to me, "Nope, you did not vote." And we went into
No,
this
I
whole
did not vote,
yeah.
and I had no intention of voting because I am too busy cracking open bottle after bottle of Liberty Lager, as I like to call it, and laughing at all of this insanity. But that is, of course, simply me.
You're going to the
I'm
chat.
going to go on a limb here. I assume you did, Toasted?
Yes, vote straight red. I just want
War
the
Beast, how about
Democrats.
you?
No, I did not vote. Just I don't.
Wow, I am surprised.
Um, I don't think I'm in the correct. I don't know if I have to be in a specific district to be able to vote. Also, I just can't say I have enough information personally to be able to definitively,
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you why I
lean either
voted.
way.
I'll tell you why I voted. I want the Democrats because the Republicans need to win because this will be a slap in the Democrats' face in that they've been bullying for us this whole election, with the whole January 16th thing, with just everything they've done with their fake news and stuff like that. And and a Republican win will show them that we're not buying their fake news, we're not buying their censorship. We had enough of it, and that they should stop with this whole shtick they're doing, with this whole bullying that they're doing. That's why I think this election is important. This will cause, many of the Democrats, I believe, if the Republicans, if this goes red wave, this will cause the newscasts and Democrats maybe to start to, think more about their strategy. Maybe get even the Democrats to be more right wing or more libertarian, or you know what I mean.
Well, that actually echoes something that I believe Styx Hexenhammer has been saying for some time. The Democrat at large, in his mind, and I do tend, at least to some extent, agree with him. Uh, the entire group ideology that they're working with there, it needs a massive reformation. Otherwise, yeah,
yeah.
it's just a dumpster fire. But
I will say this
that is only my take.
as people will say, oh, but Democrats, they're not as left wing as as what do they call again as Europe. And there's two things so I have to say. First of all,
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh boy.
economically, maybe right wing. They're more right wing than Europe. But if we're
It
talking
depends
about
on which part of Europe they're talking about, to be
exactly,
fair.
and now, but socially, they're not anything. They're more woke than Europe. SJW wise, they're more woke than Europe, and you might say, oh, these states in Europe that still they're not as Europe does not have a woke problem like America has. So I think and that's the base thing. And I know you're libertarian, Mikhail, I know, but I think you get me on the part is that being woke does not work, and I think the Libertarian Party also has to realize that as well. With that
Oh,
guy Gary
oh,
Jansen
you will
and
get
that
no argument from me on that particular tidbit.
Gary
If
Johnson
anything, I
and
would
that
simply ask, what do you mean by woke? But I suspect I already know.
the Gary Johnson and JoJo, whatever her name is, they
Joe
tried to
Jorgensen.
they
Yeah,
tried to go woke. They tried to appeal to the left wing populist, and then
yeah,
the
that didn't work out well, did it?
right. Because at the end of the day, and I know you're gonna hate what I'm gonna say is, and in theory, you might think, oh, Democrats, maybe we could appeal to them because some stuff, libertarians agree with Democrats on, like drugs, marriage, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Prostitution. But at the end of the day, people have to know one thing about the Democrats, and this is about, and not all I'm saying, but the thing is if you see the Republican Party's platform, it's a big tent. There's many different types of Republicans. And Democrats, being honest with you, they're not really any different. They have the same. There's no right wing Democrat, or there's no Democrats that have any Republican type of philosophy. There's no like pro life Democrats or Christian Democrats, but
Mhm.
believe in just Democrat in other areas like immigration and economics. You know what I mean? It's sort of even the Christian like Pete Buttigieg is the so-called Christian Democrat. He is as liberal as anything on social issues, and that's the thing is that because Democrats, many of them, not saying all, many of them are not reasonable people. Republicans, for the most part, you know what I'm saying, are more reasonable people. That's why Tim Pool, even though he's leftist, Republicans, and to a fault, we have so many grifters. You know what I mean? You could say Tim Pool and Dave Rubin are grifters, but the thing is,
Well, to
Republicans,
be
it's just
fair,
what.
maybe I'm wrong here, maybe I'm off base, but I've always kind of counted Tim Pool as being more or less a centrist, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and nothing
Mhm.
against Tim Pool or Dave Rubin, yeah, but you see, most of his fans are right wing because
A
right wing
number of
people,
them are, yes.
yeah, man, most of them. Come on, be fair, they're left, and the reason is because people have to realize is that that what do they call it again? That Republicans are more, are more how do I put it? More hey, what is it called? Are more open
More
minded to
open
people.
minded.
Yeah, more inclusive. I forgot what it's called again. And it's the
Yeah,
same thing
open
really with
minded, more.
yeah, yeah.
I'm not
It's
sure if inclusive is necessarily the word, but they are open to other ways of thinking and other ways of approaching things. Is that what you're
right,
trying to get across?
right. Now there's some Republicans like Nick Fuentes but those people are from the dissident.
Dude, you already mentioned grifters. Nick, oh god.
Yeah. Okay, fine, but you get what I mean. Those are Mark Dice. I like Mike Dice, but or these people that are less tolerant of other. They don't like Dave Rubin stuff like, but those are the fringe. And this is the sad part. I mean, maybe it's not a good thing. Is the Republicans are more willing to give are more sort of they're not as willing to fight. We saw this with the whole January 6th thing. None of them and every politician like if this was the liberals invading the Capitol building, we all know what the response would be by these liberals.
Oh boy.
Yeah, there
Oh
was
boy.
but since there was Republicans, we all sort of gave in to the left wing people of what they said. We didn't say, "Hey, maybe this was bad, but listen, you guys were okay with
I'm just gonna go on the
looting
record here as far as January 6th is concerned. January 6th was a LARP, and there was only one person murdered there, and her name was Ashley Babbitt, and she was murdered by a cop. That's all I'm gonna say there.
right, exactly, and man, we see like how, and that's the thing is we see like, this is what pissed me off. I heard people saying, "Oh, the January 6th riot was worse than the other riots because they were going to the Capitol." And this is my thing is like Democrats, you claim to be the populist party, you claim to be the party of the people. Well, You clearly care more about a so-called a house being invaded. Nothing happened to it. Nothing really. No damage was done. Nobody lost their jobs over people
In
losing their
fact,
jobs during the
well,
BLM rise.
it is very much worth noting that the bulk majority of the charges that have been declared against the January 6th LARPers, as I call them, most of those amount to little nothing more than trespass. And here's
Exactly.
my question.
Yeah.
Isn't the Capitol building a public building,
Exactly.
publicly funded,
Exactly. And then that's
so,
what the liberals are saying.
are,
Yeah.
are,
That's
are they saying that those people were not members of the public?
exactly.
Because,
That's that. Yeah. And
wait, what?
no. This is what I'm trying to say is that's the thing. The Democrats, they claim to be the people of the people, that claim that they're more for the
The
little man,
insurrection.
are
Oh,
more upset about
God.
the quote unquote elite building being on the Capitol, which is on a building of the elite people being invaded and nothing much happening to it, than literally poor people losing their jobs, losing their incomes over stores being burned down. People going to the Capitol. I don't agree with it, but I think we should have more on investigation on those people that looted over the Capitol thing. Capitol thing. How much things were lost? Not that many. How many people lost their lives? Not that many. Not at all. How much damages in cost was there? Nobody. Nothing. How much people livelihoods were there? Nothing. The
But
BLM
then when you look
riots.
at how much money and time and effort and otherwise productivity that could have been used for other purposes has been wasted on this. And holy crap.
Yeah, and but the BLM riots. BLM
But
riots.
toasted,
Get
toasted.
sorry.
If I can hit the pause button for a second, War Beast, what do you think about all of this that we've discussed so far? What are your thoughts?
Now, I'm kind of going to tack on to what Toasted said here. Mikhail, I don't know. I know I sent you a video here last night. It was about Biden's his press conference here a couple weeks ago. I don't know
Yep.
how much you watched that, Toasted. I don't know if you saw it, but I guess
I
to
did
that
not
point,
send that to
I'm
Toasted,
gonna
but
be honest with you.
that
I
was a
don't
private
see.
conversation.
I don't see. Oh, sorry. I don't see that many. That many political videos out there and stuff like that. If I'm being honest,
Tune
they
it
sort of
out.
get bored. Sorry. What you want to say, Mikhail? Are you there?
I was just saying, you kind of tune it out. Is that what you do?
Yeah, exactly. And do you mind if I just finish my thought about the whole
No, absolutely. Go ahead.
Go
Capitol
for it,
thing, as
man.
I was
Go
in
for
the
it.
thought? People, I rather, and I think it's the right thing to do. If let's say we lived in, I know you're not for government, but let's say we lived in a company. If I owned a company, I would think it's more important to get to lock down those people that destroyed these poor people's businesses and make them lose their livelihood, than people. And I'll say to them, idiots that went to the Capitol and rioted an elite building. You know what I'm saying? Which nobody got hurt, nothing happened. The only thing that's special is that people say, "Oh, this building is special. It's the Capitol building, the holy Capitol building, the Mecca of America." Like how these liberals are. They care about the poor people, yet they consider people just running into this trespassing, not even doing anything wrong, just trespassing into the Capitol building worse than actually ruining people's life and destroying their property. And that's the thing. I don't think we should go so into these people that went into the Capitol building, because at the end of the day, nobody lost their jobs, no damages were done, nobody lost their income. We should investigate people that destroyed people's property during the BLM riots. People lost their jobs. We should find out who these people are and make them pay for the damages they made. Why are they being let off the hook? What is this? They're being let off the hook for what they have done, and nobody cares. And Republicans don't even say that. These people, these Antifa people that burned down these houses, should be forced to work and try to pay back these people's businesses back. They should be forced to. Jail is not enough. You have to actually give those people back their money, because they took people's money, and these people will never have their money back unless we get those people to pay them back somehow, some way. But that's just me. I don't know. I'm sorry about this rant, but
Oh
someday
no,
I have
you're
to.
fine, dude.
You're good,
Yeah.
buddy. You're good.
War Beast,
Yeah,
what
but
do you think about that?
Oh my gosh, man. What was I saying? Oh, the whole Biden press conference. Don't know why, but yeah, no, he brought up the January 6th the January 6th riots. And my gosh, what did he say? He said something along the lines of the former president of the United States is oh gosh, what was it? He's like threatening the democracy even today because of the January 6th riots.
Oh boy.
No, this one, though. But can I interrupt you?
Yeah.
They
Go ahead.
claim that the Republicans are not for the democracy because they're questioning the election. Hey, idiot! Aren't they more for the democracy than you are? Because they are wanting to make the democracy as fair as possible. Make sure all the votes are counted. Make sure the elections are not rigged. They're actually for democracy. You guys are against democracy. You want to eliminate democracy. You want something like North Korea, like Nazi Germany, where there's no democracy, where the government decides. Republicans, I'm not saying they're perfect. I don't like Republicans. I like them more than Democrats. I hate Democrats more. But what they're trying to do, and not maybe it's not, maybe they're just trying to win elections, but what they're trying to do is they're trying to make democracies fair. Make it that it can't be rigged. Isn't that what democracy is, dumb? You know what I mean? How are they that you're against democracy because you're against people?
You'd think if it was such a holy and such a glorious concept in the minds of everyone, you'd think that they would want it to kind of be that way, wouldn't you, Toasted?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And
but obviously they don't want it that way, and I can't help but wonder why. It's so weird.
By the way, I want to just go a little bit off topic. This is very off topic, but I found something funny.
Right.
I'm not sure if you heard about Candace Owens. She got into a fight with Ben Shapiro and stuff. Like, I don't want to get into that.
Wait, Candace Owens got in a fight with Ben Shapiro?
Yeah, over something.
Okay. That's news to me. I had not.
I guess she signed with Kanye, and Kanye said something about Jews, and Ben Shapiro's not too happy about it. Like, this whole thing is stupid. I don't know what these people are trying to do. You're angry at Kanye West for saying Jews are in control of everything and stuff like that. And I'm an Ashkenazi Jew to say this. Yet you're proving his point by you getting making him lose all his income, making him lose all his sponsorships, and basically blackballing him is proving his point. Are these people stupid? You guys are stupid. You guys are proving his points, and people that are normies will agree with what you're saying, and this could cause actual damage. If you guys would just let Kanye West do what he did, he's probably having a Mac episode, and not punish him for it, people say, oh, Kanye's just an idiot. Jews don't have that much power. But you punishing him and blackballing him is proving his point. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. But that's the whole fight is Candace Owens and Ben Shapiro is having.
This is news to me. I had not heard about this.
Can't say I heard about this either.
But what Ben Shapiro... anyways, I remember Kanye West said that he's going to go DEFCON 3 on the Jews. Well, I think I know what Candace Owens is going to go on the Jews. Can't tell you what she's going to do on the Jews. I hope this is okay for the stream. I don't want to... I know the YouTube TOS, but do you mind if I say this?
Dude, go ahead. Say what you want.
She's going to go ooga booga on the Jews. I know. I'm sorry. I had to say it. She's going to go ooga booga. Ooga booga on the Jews.
That's funny.
Yeah. I know YouTube might not, Susan might not. It's a joke, Susan.
Hey, Madam Wiki.
Susan, it's just a joke.
It's just a joke.
It's just a joke, Susan. We swear.
Yeah, but you have to.
But I don't care who you are. That's funny.
That's
funny.
That would actually have been funny if Kanye West have done that. Would have said, "I'm gonna go ooga booga on the Jews." That would have actually, yeah. But anyways, let's.
Okay.
Yeah.
So give me just a second, and actually, in a roundabout way, this kind of brings me to my big beef that I want to talk about here this evening before this wonderful election cycle comes to an end.
Do you mind if I get a drink of water? I sort of
absolutely.
blew out my voice.
Take your time. I gotta figure this out real fast. Okay.
Sure.
That is not what I wanted you to do. And here we go. Hey, Warbeast, can you see this?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, okay. You can see this wonderful bit by the Atlantic, right?
Yes, I also do have it pulled up, by the way.
Oh, perfect. Even better. I'm so glad when it's not just me. When it's not just me who has the article in question pulled up and ready to go. I am so glad. But I should not be surprised because you're a genius.
No. Nope. I do not accept that.
Compared to me, you definitely are.
See, I don't know about that one, man. I wasn't the one programming websites when I was, 12 years old?
No, that was when I was 15.
Close enough.
If that's what you're referring to.
Yeah, still close enough.
And the long story short there is I didn't have much to do that summer, so I just sort of picked it up. But that doesn't make me a genius. Not even
I don't know about that one, man. I think that makes you pretty freaking smart. Makes you a hell of a lot smarter than you say you are.
Anyway, we're just waiting for Toasted. Toasted.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm here. What's up, man?
Oh, you're good? Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
oh, believe it or not, in a roundabout manner, all of this discussion so far has brought me to one. Well, for me personally, this has brought me to my one huge beef with. Well, I'm not going to just carpet bomb and blanket it as just the Democrats, because no. Let's be honest. There were also Republicans. In fact, there were even a few libertarians, or so-called, that I could mention throughout the last couple of years that fit into this category. But this is the archived edition via archive.ph. Word to the wise. If ever you want to save and, shall we say, send out any article from any outlet anywhere, run it through archive.today if at all possible. This one comes through archive.ph, but make sure it is archived. For two reasons. One, archiving it and sending it out robs, well, in this case, the Atlantic, but it doesn't matter. It robs the mainstream legacy media of their clickbait revenue for anyone who clicks on it and actually looks at it. And two, it robs them of the opportunity to subtly and quietly change their story when they get a crap ton of backlash because their story is bullshit and they realize it. And it happens all the time. So if at all possible, always archive your articles and other things for that matter. But let's have a little look-see, shall we? This comes from the Atlantic. Oh, the Atlantic. So many things I could say about them. And this was authored by the illustrious and glorious professor at Brown University, one Emily Oster. Let's declare a pandemic amnesty. Okay. What you got, Emily? In April 2020, with nothing else to do, my family took an enormous number of hikes. We all wore cloth masks that I had made myself. I already do not like this woman. We had a family hand signal, which the person in the front would use if someone was approaching on the trail and we needed to put on our masks. I really don't like you right now, and we're not even through the first paragraph.
Sounding like she has OCD. I'm not joking. Like, this whole COVID thing by the Democrats was pure OCD. You know what I mean? Not to say COVID was bad or anything, but the way that they wanted people to act, like with the whole 7 feet thing, with, you know what I mean? It's OCD. This is like a mental disorder. I think she needs to go, I would say to a psychologist, but many of them.
You mentioned mental disorder. You see what I'm highlighting, right?
Yeah.
Once, when another child got too close to my then 4-year-old son on a bridge, he yelled at her, "Social distancing." Okay, Let's stop right there. Let's just stop before I get really pissed.
Your son is probably gonna got bullied in school a lot.
4-year-old son, 4-year-old little boy at the time. Instead of seeing another kid and, I don't know, maybe wanting to play tag or play ball or something, no, social distancing. And
I don't get
let
like
me take a
how
wild guess. I'm gonna go on a limb here and say said 4-year-old son didn't learn to act that way on his own, did he?
and
I'm
also
just saying.
like a funny thing I'm just going to say here is that like I'm assuming she's a young lady since she has a 4-year-old son, and I'm suppose her family is young. Is like, well, I mean, like the chances of them dying from COVID is like pretty slim, and them, I mean, them gonna them first of all,
Yeah, a 4-year-old kid didn't even show up on the proverbial radar of all of statistics for
exactly. I don't think
actual
it's.
deaths
I mean,
from COVID.
I think this would make more sense if you were like a grandmother or somebody with pre-existing conditions, or like an old person with
Yeah,
pre-existing
if we were talking
conditions.
about someone who was like in their 80s,
This
maybe
might,
that would make sense.
maybe, but they're like a young family. It doesn't really make sense that they. I mean, probably a better thing that they could do is just not be near old people or something like that. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah, War Beast. What are your thoughts of this wonderful little tidbit from the illustrious Emily Oster so far? War Beast? Did we lose War Beast? Yeah, crap.
I think we might have, yeah. No, I'm saying this is the type of family I would just like to throw eggs at their house. I'm being honest with you, or just like
War Beast,
just
what happened?
just mess
Sorry
with
about
them.
that. I was switching tabs, accidentally clicked out of StreamYard, but I'm back. Sorry about that.
Okay.
So,
Okay, I'm guessing you missed that last little bit.
no. I've been paying
By
attention.
the way, I'm just curious. When is Sticks going live? Just so I'm.
Well, according to his schedule, he went live like 10 seconds ago,
Uh-huh.
but I'm not sure. So, yeah. Oh God, as much as I really want to go through this and dissect this in its thorough and deserved detail, let's fast forward. These precautions were totally misguided. In April 2020, no one got the coronavirus from passing someone else hiking. Gee, no shit.
Shit, Sherlock. Jesus.
Outdoor transmission was vanishingly rare. You mean to say non-existent? I thought you were a professor, Miss Emily. Our cloth masks made out of old bandanas wouldn't have done anything anyway. Gee, no shit, Sherlock. But the thing is, we didn't know. Bullshit.
What?
Bullshit.
That's bullshit to the nth degree. Gee, what the
Yes,
fuck?
thank you. I'm so glad it's not just me saying it.
Hold on, I'm just wondering: was this written by a Republican or a Democrat?
I mean, this is the Atlantic. I'm gonna let you guess.
Okay, because I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering. She is.
Professor, I believe, of economics of Brown University, one Emily Oster, who
Because she's
also, and I have the receipts, by the way, Emily, was one of the biggest lockdowners of the entire thing.
Right, because I'm just wondering, is like, she's admitting that the Democrats made up many of these lies, so I'm just wondering why is the Atlantic is making themselves look like Pose right now, so
I think you'll see why. I have been reflecting on this lack of knowledge thanks to a class I'm co-teaching at Brown University on COVID. Wonderful. So someone who was an abject ignoramus right from the start of this thing is now teaching a class on this thing. That's great.
How can you teach a class on something that's only been around for not even 3 years? You don't have 3 years of data, and yet, let's start a class about COVID. Yeah, no, that completely.
I'm guessing Brown University was desperate.
Oh my God!
That's my guess.
I want to pose a quick question to you guys.
Yeah, what do you got?
4-year-olds do you know? Do you
Oh,
think
you mean
4-year-olds you know
distancing?
would know what the fuck social distancing is? When I was 4
I have
years
never
old,
met one.
I was too busy trying to learn, how many syllables
The
was the word
ABCs, the
zebra.
1, 2, 3s.
The ABCs, the 1, 2, 3s. There is no way let alone any
But there is. It's called
4-year-old in
indoctrination.
America
It's called
would know what
brainwashing.
the fuck social distancing is.
You are absolutely correct. My
There's
thoughts
a
exactly.
strong chance she is making this shit up. Oh my gosh, odds are 95%.
Oh, I don't think
she
she's
made
making
this
that
shit
up. I think she indoctrinated her child and has done irreparable psychological damage to her child.
up.
That's what I think. But continuing on, we've spent several lectures reliving the first year of the pandemic. Wait, what? Hold on. First year. First year. April 2020 to first year. Wait a minute. The pandemic broke out in late March, didn't it?
Yeah.
Of 2020. Yeah. Okay. Wow. That timeline totally makes sense. Discussing the many important choices we had to make under conditions of tremendous uncertainty. Some of these choices turned out better than others. To take an example close to my own work. Work. Thus far, I'm not impressed. There is an emerging, if not universal, consensus that schools in the U.S. were closed for too long, or should never have been closed at all. At all. Period. Thank you. Oh, wait. That's my little addendum. It doesn't say that there. That's me. But it's not just me. There's plenty of others. Plenty of others who say exactly the same thing. The health risks of in-school spread were relatively low, aka non-existent, whereas the costs to students' well-being and educational progress were high. Gee, no shit. Wow.
Toasted. I don't know how good, or not how good, how old you are, but I did pretty damn well. My final quarter of my sophomore year when COVID was a thing. I think I had like 95s and 98s and shit.
Well, I did pretty
totally
good. It
awesome.
wasn't so. I think many people did pretty good.
How about a 6-year-old in first grade?
Right? No, they didn't do good.
Yeah.
But I think older people.
No, they got fucked.
No, I
They
think
got-
like
yeah.
I think the thing is like many older people might have, the college kids did good because they could have just cheated, but many, you know what I'm saying, many people that are not, you know what I'm saying, like people like in
Younger
kindergarten and stuff
children
like this.
definitely got screwed. Let's
Exactly.
put it that way.
Yeah.
I don't think people did good, but maybe some college students did better because of it's easy to cheat online. Let's just put it that way. If you get what I
There's
mean.
one possibility, but let's
Yeah.
continue. The latest figures on learning loss are alarming. Really, the latest ones? How about last year's? Because last year wasn't any better. Just so you know. But in spring and summer 2020, we had only glimmers of information. That's a lie. That's a bald-faced lie. Reasonable people who cared about children and teachers, advocated on both sides of the reopening debate. How about the never should have closed debate? Oh, but you don't want to talk about that, do you, Emily? No, of course not. Another example, when the vaccines came out. And for the record, anything that I say from here on out, I'm either reading off of this or I'm giving my own opinions, and none of it is meant as an insult to anyone who has or has not taken the jab. Just so we're clear there.
Fair.
When
If you took the jab, to be fair, if you took the jab, you're probably not doing too well anyways. Just joking, but
hit and miss, who knows? I don't know.
I'm doing
I don't
okay.
know. I hope they're doing okay. I hope everyone's doing okay. I'm just saying this is not meant as an insult to
Yeah,
anyone.
just a joke. It was just a joke, man. Just a joke.
I
I
know,
hope you.
I know.
No,
You're
you're
good,
good. I
man.
don't care. No, you're good.
But back to the story. When the vaccines came out, we lacked definitive data on the relative efficacies of the Johnson & Johnson shot versus the mRNA options from Pfizer and Moderna. Uh-huh. How about definitive data on... Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, that's right. Natural immunity. How about that data? I'm sorry. That's a conspiracy theory. That doesn't exist, right? That's not a thing. I'm not allowed to say that. In fact, I'm amazed I haven't been banned yet. Hey, Madam Wiki. I'm just tossing out an idea. I'm just saying. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Or I can, at
Okay.
least.
The mRNA vaccines have won out. Wrong, but okay. But at the time, many people in public health were either neutral or expressed a J&J preference, or perhaps a preference for no jab, and just let your immune system do its job. How about that preference? Oh, you don't have anything to say about that, do you, Emily? Got it. This misstep wasn't nefarious. Uh-huh. Really? Okay. That's cute. It was the result of uncertainty. All three of those companies that you literally just mentioned in your own article pocketed billions upon more billions because of this. And guess what? They had no competition whatsoever because dipshits like you didn't even allow a public discussion. Thank you, Emily. That's so cute. That's so cute. Obviously, some people intended to mislead and made wildly irresponsible claims. Remember when the public health community had to spend a lot of time and resources urging Americans not to inject themselves with bleach? Time out. No, Emily. No, I don't. Because, oh yeah, that didn't happen.
Wait, whoa. Wait, what?
Remember
I tuned
when
out
the-
for a second.
No.
Why the fuck is she talking about injecting Americans with bleach? What? Hold on.
See that highlighted segment?
Yeah, no, I see it. What?
Remember when the public health community had to spend a lot of time and resources urging Americans not to inject themselves with bleach? Really? When did that happen?
Is this talking
When
about
the
Tide
fuck
Pod
did
challenge
that
or
happen?
something? The fuck?
I'm sorry, can anyone else here remember that actually happening? Because I don't. I don't.
No.
That didn't happen, Emily. What are you talking about? Oh, wait. Actually, I have links in the description box of this very stream to multiple videos, one by Shane Killian, where he actually explains what she's talking about, and it wasn't bleach. That is a vague reference to the bleach used in cleaning fish tanks.
By the way, don't mean to be totally off topic. Was Shane Billion for or against the vaccine?
If taken voluntarily, he's for it. If forced, no.
I'm saying, was he for people? Did he advise people to take it? Because I know you are not, even personally, you're not for taking it. You don't want to force people not to take it, but you're not for, you wouldn't take it personally. Would he have taken it personally, or?
That is a good question. You would have to ask him, but as far as I know from all of his, all that I've seen anyways, all of his bits and pieces over the last 2 years, he was neither for it per se, but he was also not against it because he actually did the research into it and saw that, okay, there is some benefit to it. Really, I think, and I think I can just go ahead and say this. His big thing was the government force behind all of it, or attempts at government force.
Yeah.
That was his problem.
By the way, do you mind
If
if I
somebody
take
voluntarily wants to take it, by all means, go ahead.
Yeah. Do you mind if I go take a dump right now? I really have to go to the
No,
bathroom.
take your time. Take your time. You're good.
Sure. Yeah. Coming back.
But yeah, little brother.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna ask one more time. Remember when the public health community had to spend a lot of time and resources urging Americans not to inject themselves with bleach? Okay, more beast. When was the last time that you ever heard of any junkie or hypochondriac or whatever wanting to go to the doctor and I don't know, say something to the effect to the doc of, "Hey doc, hit me up with about 25 cc's of that Lysol." When was the last time that ever happened?
I mean, it must be some pretty underground
I have
shit.
never heard of this
She's
in my life.
She's exposing some secret bleach rings, man. I'm telling you. What the fuck?
Bleach ring. Ooh, bleach ring. One can only imagine what those are for.
Man. Oh my gosh.
Oh God. Like right there at this point, it is almost not worth continuing on with this article because right there, you just bald-facedly lied.
Hey, buddy,
That didn't
you got
happen,
the good
Emily.
shit. Oh yeah, you know I got the Clorox on me.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but you got that Lysol. You got that Lysol.
Oh, you know I got that Lysol, boy.
Mm-hmm.
So fucking dumb, dude.
This is almost not worth continuing.
Oh my god.
This is a bald-faced lie. And by the way, has anyone else noticed that to this point, there is an abject, glaring lack of anything even close to resembling an apology?
No, not seeing anything.
Yeah, has anyone noticed that there is no apology thus far? I'm not seeing an apology up to this point. Hint, you don't throughout the whole thing. There is no apology. And yet, this is the same person, again, let's scroll back up here, calling for a pandemic amnesty. Well, here's the thing about the word amnesty. Amnesty, in and of itself, if you look it up, at the very least, it tacitly implies that some kind of wrongdoing happened.
Yes.
And you're trying to, I don't know, make it right. You're not, Emily. You're not trying to make it right. You're trying to virtue signal. You're trying to lecture to people. Oh, wait, just like you did throughout the entirety of this whole thing. And believe me, Emily, I'm sorry. The illustrious, glorious, wonderful Professor Oster. Believe me,
she's the type
Professor.
of professors like, yeah, you must call me doctor. And in this class, I did not spend 8 years getting my doctorate to not be called doctor.
Yeah, how dare a meek and meager minor piece of dust excuse of a stray cat dare call you by your name? How dare I? The illustrious Professor Oster, I have a teensy bit of news for you. We have receipts for all of your wrongdoings and all of your ill statements throughout the last 2 years. The internet does not forget. Period. It really is that simple. I mean, I really could just stop right there. I really could just stop right here because right there in the midst of your own article where you're trying, I guess, to make it right, You make it even worse by lying. Lies about lies about lies. That's what this amounts to. And all the while trying to ask forgiveness without ever even apologizing. Good job, Professor. Good job. Good job. Like, wow. Just wow. And I'm going to say it now, whether we go through the rest of this or not. My response is very much in the same vein as that of Razor Fist. Professor Emily Oster and all of your sniveling simps at the Atlantic and all other lockdowners like you. Get fucked and go to hell. Though now that I think about it, not necessarily in that order. There it is. Plain and simple. Get fucked and go to hell. Because I have absolutely no tolerance, no patience, and no respect for this person. If you're going to write this in the midst of your own article begging the country for amnesty. And you're going to openly and demonstrably lie like that. Which is ironic considering further in the article, she even talks about, oh, wait, there it is, right there. Misinformation was and remains a huge problem. And yet, literally 1 sentence ago, you just spread it in your own article. Get fucked, woman. Get fucked and go to hell. This paragraph right
audacity
here,
of this bitch.
This paragraph right here. This should tell you literally everything you need to know to understand that this is not someone you want to listen to. This is not someone you want to take advice from. This is not someone you want to take a class from. This is not someone that, quite frankly, should be teaching anyone anything.
I've said this once, and I'll say it again. All economic professors are fucking batty as hell. And I should know because I'm taking a microeconomics class.
Oh, please tell me you're not taking it from a Keynesian. Please tell me it's not a Keynesian.
Oh, you're going to have to define that for me, man. I'm sorry.
Okay, there are 4 major schools of economics, bro. Marx, Keynes, Chicago, Austria.
See, that's the thing. He has not even stated what type of economist he is.
Probably never will.
No. His entire class is him going on side tangent after side tangent about shit that is entirely unrelated to the subject of economics. While sprinkling in his information throughout his little side tangents. Like, oh my gosh, this was a few weeks ago. He had an entire class. I shit you not. It was about Greek mythology.
What?
And I'm talking like the story of Theseus and the Minotaur.
What?
Like,
what the hell does that got to do with economics?
See, everybody in that fucking classroom was asking the same question as you. And then that next class, he decided he was going to talk about like 1200s trade history.
Oh god!
Again, like nothing to do with the subject of economics. I mean, very, very, very.
And we wonder why so many people, high school diplomas, bachelors, masters, PhDs, looking at you, Robert Reich. We wonder why so many people in this country don't understand economics. Here's your sign.
Which,
oh Jesus Christ!
I will be the first to say. everybody thinks. Well, oh gosh, this is gonna sound very, very preachy. Economics is a lot simpler than everybody thinks. It's really, really logical. If this happens in the market, if demand for a product goes down, the price is going to increase or decrease based on the demand. It's not that difficult. It's very
it's the law of supply and demand. It is what it is, always has been, always will be. And by the way, supply side economics is just as bad as demand side economics. It really is. And I just pulled it off of my bookshelf here in my living room. Henry Hazlitt's Economics in One Lesson. If you read no other book ever in the history of ever, in your entire life ever, about economics, read this book. It'll tell you just about everything any normal person needs to know to understand it. And it's only, what is it? No, it's only about 200 pages total. It's not very big. It's not very hard to understand either. I also have a copy of Thomas Sowell's Basic Economics on my bookshelf. I also have a copy of Ayn Rand, The Virtue of Selfishness. And yes, you heard me correctly. But yeah, Jesus Christ. If this is what you're getting out of... God, I hate to say this, dude. Can you still hear me?
Oh, yeah, no, I can hear you just fine.
Okay. I hate to say this, dude, but if that's the kind of class you're being treated to, wow. Just wow. And this is TCU we're talking about. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, it is, it's pretty fucking bad.
That's amazing. It really is. Give me a second. I'll be right back.
Take your time, man. Take your time. Ooh, what?
We are, which is why I'm concerned. Okay. Everybody here? Everybody back with me?
I'm here. I don't think Toasted's back.
I'm here. What's
there's
up?
Toasted. Okay. To be fair, it is now going on 7:30 here Central Time. And in all honesty, I'm not sure that there's really much more that really needs to be said after this paragraph right here. Yeah, you see this. The bottom line is, okay, one, and for anyone who hasn't read this piece from the illustrious Professor Emily Oster, Brown University, and her Sims at the Atlantic, it only gets worse from here. It really does. It only gets worse and more insulting to the intelligence of literally anyone with an IQ above that of a rock from here. But the bottom line is, this woman is calling, or should I say, groveling on her knees, deservedly so in her case for many reasons, for an amnesty. Well, that is why I have taken the liberty of including links in the description of this very stream. And I do hope everyone will take the time to watch each and every one of them. But the bottom line is, no. She's asking for forgiveness, if you could even call it that, while never actually acknowledging any real wrongdoing and definitely never apologizing for it or trying to ensure that it won't happen again. In fact, let me find it. Oh, here we go. Ooh, this segment right here, especially this last statement, will tell you everything you need to know this woman didn't learn a goddamn thing. Quote, many people have neglected their health care over the past several years. Notably, routine vaccination rates for children from measles, pertussis, etc. are way down. Really? That couldn't possibly have anything to do with the fact that lockdowner idiots like you have destroyed the general public's trust in all of medicine. It couldn't have anything to do with that, could it? Rather than debating the role that messaging about COVID vaccines had in this decline. Oh, wait. Why shouldn't we debate that? Why shouldn't we talk about that? I'm just curious. Why? Why should we not? Because obviously it had an impact. Clearly it did. We need to put all our energy into bringing these rates back up. All our energy. What do you mean? What are you proposing? Oh, hold on. Sure. I know what she's proposing. Pediatricians and public health officials, translated government, will need to work together on community outreach. Translated, knock on your door and tell you that if your kid or kids and you don't take jab, bad things happen to you. And see where I'm highlighting? And politicians will need to consider school mandates. Boom. Done. I'm done with this woman. I'm done. Any shred of hope, any remote beyond remote, like from Earth to Tatooine remote chance of forgiveness just went out the window. You're done. Not only did you not apologize anywhere in this entire article, Emily, you just made it crystal clear you didn't learn a fucking thing from any of this at all. Emily, in your own article, you say that those who got it right may want to gloat. No, Emily, I don't want to gloat. I want to punish you and people like you mercilessly until the end of all days be upon us, to ensure that dipshits like you never get anywhere near the chance of having power and authority over other people's lives. I don't want to gloat, Emily. I want to see you and people like you suffer as you deserve. There it is. I'm done. there is no need to go any further. I will be more than happy to send you guys the link to this article, albeit all you have to do is look up Styx's Rumble exclusive. Well, New Tech exclusive, because he also goes through Mine's Odyssey, I think Odyssey, one or two other alt tech. But yeah, I can send you the link to this article, archived, of course, and you can read it in its entirety for yourself. But the bottom line is, no. Hashtag no mercy. Hashtag no forgiveness. Hashtag no pandemic amnesty ever. No. No. I will not forgive you. I am not going to forget. I am not going to forgive. And I will never apologize for it either, Emily. If that makes me a bad person, guess what? At least I'm better than you. So there you have it, guys. That's my take on this wonderful little excuse of a strip of toilet paper from the Atlantic and the illustrious Professor Emily Oster of Brown University. Word to the wise, people. Don't send your kids to that college.
You know, it's
boys,
Brown
she
is
saved
actually.
it. She saved it. It's only her opinion, though. It's only her opinion.
By the way, just to make this all, this is an Ivy. This Brown is an Ivy League college. It's actually a good college. She's a professor for apparently a top-notch college, which shows how great colleges are these days.
Yeah.
Totally
That kind of shows how great top-rate Ivy League colleges are these years.
Yeah.
God.
Totally worth sending your kids there. Totally worth going into debt. Totally worth having the taxpayers pay the debt.
It's so nice. It's so nice to know where my tax dollars go.
By the way, is Styx live now or no? Or
good question. I'm gonna go on a limb here and say probably, but we can find out. I'm still sharing my screen, right? My screen.
This was supposed to be like a stream for
Yeah, he was supposed to start hold on. Yeah. He's definitely live and has been for a minute. So with that in mind, you guys got any closing thoughts?
Thanks again for having me on, man. This was great.
Oh, absolutely. Anytime you want, just buzz me.
Hey,
I'm gonna get rid of that though. There we go. That's better.
Just let me know whenever you want me on. I'm always more than happy to come on and support.
Yeah. You want to be part of the discussion? You are more than welcome, dude. Toasted, how about you? What you got any closing thoughts before we switch over to Styx's stream?
Nope. Well, I do have something, but I don't know if it's worth anything because I don't know how many people are watching our stream. But
it don't matter. Say what you got to say.
Doesn't matter, dude.
Herschel Walker is only 7 points behind Ralph Warnock. Not that you would care.
He has a chance of making it. Mathematically speaking, he does have a chance, although there would have to be a pretty decent swing.
No, I think he's been gaining on him. I think they count early voting first. So J.D. Vance is behind Tim Ryan by 13. Yeah. I think this is all early voting, and
we'll see how this plays out throughout the night.
And Fetterman is crushing Oz, which I think is also a part really. So I'm not sure exactly how to do this, but I know that Herschel Walker is getting on getting over Ralph Warnock, and I hope Herschel Walker beats Warnock. I would like to see I like when we do reverse race baiting on the liberals. That's a fun time. And if I want Dr. Oz to beat John Fetterman, because it will be funny, because I think what people don't know is Dr. Oz is a Muslim, and they will find it funny that the first senator ever would be that's going to be Muslim are going to be Republican. Now, he's not a big Muslim, but I think you get my joke here. I mean,
no, I hear you.
Yeah,
it will be interesting to see how tonight plays out. So, anyone got any closing thoughts?
Well, Beavis O'Rourke is ahead of Greg Abbott by 4%.
That's a joke.
Oh, come on. I'm angry at McKill. You know why I'm angry at McKill? Why did you have to? Yeah, come on. I'm just joking, but why didn't you vote? You had to, you can't let Beavis win Texas. You know what I'm saying? You had to.
He's not going to. It's not gonna happen, dude.
I mean, come on.
Wait,
Yeah.
oh, Greg Abbott just took the lead by 2%.
Called
Beavis
it.
just fell by like what 4 or 5%. I think he went from like 53% to 48% in the past minute.
Yeah, I mean,
you
to
love
be
to see
fair, if Beto Work actually becomes governor, I don't think he'll make it too long. I think Texas is a pretty red state, and they're going to, start, get pretty angry at Beto Work. Let's just
they're
put it
gonna
that way.
be absolutely pissed.
Mr.
Yeah, so-
O'Rourke's career in the practical sense is going to end tonight. Just so
Yeah.
we're clear, that's my prediction.
Ed County,
Yeah.
Travis County.
Yeah,
Houston
Texas
County,
seems like it's going.
Anyway, for whatever it's worth, ladies, gentlemen, and those who identify as an attack helicopter, I am Mikhail the Stray Cat, and I have been joined by Toasted and Warbeast. And all I have to say before we switch over to Sticks, Hex, and Hammer's stream, and I encourage everyone to do so, by the way, as always, live free or die trying.
Also, vote for Beta. Never mind. Just joking. I think
Give Beavis the vote. Give Beavis your vote. Make
And
sure
the way-
he scores.
And the way I sort of want to see him run in Texas just to see because I know he wouldn't make it a year in Texas with it would actually. I think it would be recall. Does Texas have a recall thing or no?
Not that I've ever seen.
Yeah,
Can't say I've seen
I
it.
mean, yeah, because I don't know. It wouldn't go. That's
Yeah,
I mean.
it would have to be like within a paper thin margin for anything like that to really come into play, as I understand it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyways,
I hope to see you guys in the live chat over on Styx's stream. And until then, live free or die trying.
can you link?
Peace,
Can you link his stream in the chat if that's okay in the private chat?
In the chat, hold on. Crap. Yeah, there it is. There we go. Copy. Beep. I'm just going to put this into the main comment section. There you go. It is uploading. There you go. It is in the chat.
Yeah. By the way, I'm just not that I care. I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Is he actually a Satanist? I'm just wondering, or he's just
No, he's not.
Yeah, because I'm just wondering.
He's actually discussed that in detail a couple of times that I personally have seen, and that's just in the last couple of years. But no, he is not.
I'm also sad news.
Hmm?
Funny news in the beginning. TYT actually went. They actually had a blackout. TYT because LA has a blackout, but they came back on.
Okay. I did.
Yeah.
Not
Anyways. Thanks for having me on, Mikhail. I guess we said everything.
Always, dude. You guys are
thanks.
always welcome to hang out with me anytime you want.
Sure thing. 07s.
All right. I'll see you guys over in Styx's stream and the live chat. Peace, bros.
Peace. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.